Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome back to the shop. It's my first time down here in over a week. It's been a busy boy. So I had to think of what I needed to actually work on next because it's been about 2 weeks since I've been down here in the shop working on this thing. So anyway, let me show you what we're going to work on today. We are going to get the nose taken care of with the fill, and I'll show you with the GoPro. We'll do a little walk around on it. So what I really want to do is I want to put extra sheeting around the outside and get it sanded, and it's going to be a lot of work, and I have to figure out it's not hard getting the work done, getting it glued on. It's going to be getting it to the point where I'm going to be happy with it. So it probably won't be a speedy up video, but I will try to bring you guys back from time to time. And just a little heads up, I'm putting together a, and I wish I had started this earlier. I'm putting together in my Google Photoshop, it's just Google Photos, an album. All the planes that I build, I put together a picture album too. And a lot of times I'll put that out as a video at the end of the series just for people that want to see it. And I'll leave that in the video description for the rest of the build series, just so if you guys want to go back and take a look at some of the pictures that were taken during the building process. You know, I wish I had started earlier, because when I was going through it this morning, putting it together for where I'm at right now, I didn't take pictures when I was building the fuselage, and I really wish I did. So that you'll just kind of have to look at the videos, which hopefully most of you have. So anyway, all right, let me go ahead and I'll get the GoPro fired up, and we'll do the walkthrough, and then let's get to building. All right, everyone, it's the 29th of January. As you can see, we got a little bit of snow here, and this is the cold weather. They're saying it's coming in today. It's already below zero right now. It's supposed to hit, I think, 27 below by the morning, with wind chills minus 50 something, you know, Fahrenheit. So should be interesting. Let me get you inside the shop, and let's see what we can get done today. All right, let me show you where I've been at for pretty much a couple weeks. I have not been down in the shop in 2 weeks to do anything. I've been tied up doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So anyway, what I did was I decided to, jumping over to the GoPro, I decided I wanted better laminar flow from the spinner off onto the side cheeks. Now there was a bunch of different ways I could do this. I came out and cut these at a 45 just so I had a way to jump in if I wanted to make adjustments to it. And the whole thing was I set it up at 45 degree, ready to go. I kind of just, you know, hand drew an arc to it. So if it slipped in like this, I can continue this down so it elongates the little cheeks I'm putting on the side. And this one is kind of sanded down fairly well. I'm almost happy with it, but this is not finalized because this is going to taper down to nothing at the tip. So the question is, do I want to go ahead and do that and have it blend more seamlessly into the side? Let's see if I can show you a side view. So it would come in, set up like this, and then it would, because I'm still not done sanding it here, be glued in place and then sanded down so it just blended off into nothing. Or do I just want to come in and just, from here, this is a good arc here, I can start modifying this back towards flat and have it just end right here. Just have it be a short little setup. I just haven't decided if that's how I want to do it. So got all kinds of noise going on here. So that is kind of where I've been sitting at. Not really, I mean, it hasn't stopped me from working on it. I've got way too much other stuff going on. But today is the day where I've got to make the decision. You know, it looks good from the side, but when you look down at the top, it doesn't match the same, where the top of the fuselage and the bottom curvature of the fuselage matches that gradient, pretty much where it just tapers off. So it does have better flow coming off the top and the bottom, but nothing on the side. So, and that's why I wanted it so it would look more, I guess, rounded. But that's kind of where I'm at the point where I need to figure out where I want to terminate that, or do I want to go ahead and just take, oops, sorry, and just make this rectangular, and then we'll come, so what I'll do is, so when this piece comes off, it'll be a rectangular piece, well, it should be more of a trapezoidal piece, that'll come down like this, and then I can just go ahead and sand that down. So once it comes up here, I can have it round and just blend it off into nothing. And that may end up being the nicer way to go. So I may just do that. All right, let me get stuff set up, and I will make some measurements and figure out how I want to cut that, and then we'll go from there. All right, they're glued in, and you can see how much I'm going to have to remove. I started removing this side, and it's just a matter of coming in. See how well I can do this and not break stuff. So you can see kind of what I'm doing with my my little block plane, and it's just I'm removing as much as I can as quickly as I can, with the hopes that it's just going to take less time, so if it doesn't go the way I want it to, I'm not investing so much time that, you know, when you tear it out, I've got that much more work to do. But this is just how I'm getting the initial start. I'm just trying to feather everything out towards the back as quickly as I can, and then for the roundness up here, I'll just come in and change direction so that I'm going forward to very slowly take off smaller pieces, just to get it, like I said, about where I want it. And we're almost there. Almost there. Alright, I'm going to scuff the other side down. You see how I got started, and then I'm just going to start sanding and see how quickly that moves along. Alright, it didn't take that long. That was maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of time. It went quicker than I thought it was going to go, as per usual. Now when you get a chance to take a look at it, I don't know how well, because there's certain sections, because I used a thick CA, there's certain sections where it didn't really hold it down at the edges and they're starting to fray off. So I'm going to come in, and I'm going to show you guys before I do it, but I'm going to come in with some thin CA and let it wick in underneath it just to seal it down. But I think I got the shape that I'm looking for. Alright, don't know how well you're going to see this. This is the laminar flow I was looking for, and this is how we're now coming, and it comes out and then it tapers down back into the fuselage. And this will get filler in it just so it flows in a little bit nicer, but it came out a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. And you can kind of see it. Let me get it over here on the Canon. So in this, and this is kind of what I was looking at for the flow. So you can see how it kind of comes off the side and then just tapers right back into nothing. So I think that will give me what I'm looking for. So when you look at it from the top, it looks like you're going to have a you know, the actual little side cheeks for engine cowling blending back into the fuse. So, all right, another little mental issue solved. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll get that thing tacked off the way I want it to, and then probably throw a little bit of filler in, and just, you know, call it an afternoon, because it's going to take, with the filler I'm going to put on there, it's probably going to take a couple hours for it to set up all the way. So anyway, alright, let me go ahead, I'll get that tacked in, and then I will put some filler in there, and then later on when I come on back down and sand it, I'll show you where we're at, and then we'll probably call it a video. Hey everyone, welcome back. It ended up being a very good day today. I got the nose set up just the way I wanted it, and it does have good flow. And for those that are going to sit there and say, hey, with the propeller out in front, you can't possibly have laminar flow because you got something breaking up the air. I understand that. If it was on a sailplane or a pusher, that would be good laminar flow. For me, it was more how it was going to look. Because is it going to affect the way the airplane flies? No, not at all. I just, in my mind, it had to look right, and now it looks right. So what I will do is I'll get the GoPro fired up, and then I'll show you the changes and that were made and how it looks. So you can kind of see how everything is set up. I've got good flow through here up over the top. Right, let's go sideways with it. You guys will see it better. This is what I was talking about, where I wanted it to come out and then follow the form that the spinner's dictating. And that's why you can see how much I still have left to sand off. So, but that's going to come out, and then it continues out, and it is curved, and I'll show you that view next. And then it tapers back into the side of the fuselage. So that came out very nice. Now, from the front, this is kind of what we're looking at, and that was what I wanted the front of the airplane to look like. So that makes me pretty happy. So, and it's it shouldn't have taken this long to get it done, but there's other things been going on around here besides the Warlock. So all right, so with that part being done, I still have that little bit I need to sand off. But until I do that, I'm going to, I want to put minimum 2 coats, maybe 3 coats of nitrate dope, just to go ahead and seal the wood, because that's going to have to be done first. So when that time comes, which will probably not be, next week, because I can do this even during the week. It doesn't take that much time to set it up. But what I'll do is I'll bring it in when I mix up a batch of nitrate dope, and how you do it, and stir your little heart out, because you want to make sure that it is well mixed together. And then as you know, by that little part up front, I've got more sanding to do. So that'll be part of the thing. That's what I'll do is I probably won't sand it. I might sand it a little bit, but I probably won't try to get it finished out sanding until I get some nitrate dope inside the wood to hold it together. So but anyway, it's called a day, and I will see you guys next time I'm down in the shop.